Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Before we get too far into it, this broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that we are not offering any type of trading advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. And to top it all off, there is a significant amount of risk when you're trading the financial markets. You could lose your entire trading account. We highly recommend consulting with a licensed financial advisor. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Got off to a little bit of a late start, and I apologize. Was meeting with the team. Let's take a quick look at the Forex Factory, see if there's any type of news reports that are coming out. Ay, 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 ay. I'll have to clip that. Okay, here we are. Tuesday, August 19th. If you're joining us today, that is the good news. Hallelujah. Any day above ground is started off in the right track. Let's win it. Let's do it. Tuesday, August 19th in Canada, they had some big news reports. Didn't see a real big effect on our market here in the U.S. Um, we have a couple of low impact reports at 8:30 that came out already. Building permits, housing starts. FOMC member Bauman is speaking at 10. GDT is in New Zealand, and then not till 2 o'clock, FOMC member Bauman is speaking. Good morning, Rian. Good morning, Rouse, Sam, Carol, Rodney, Tom, Mukhtar, the Dukester. Thanks for joining us today. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. It's 9:28. We got 2 minutes. The Mack truck continues on its winning ways. The Mack truck. Ugh, let me get rid of this here. Anything that has anything on it. Okay, great. And let's just take a look and see what the overall trading environment was prior to us starting this live stream. It's been very choppy and a ranging market. Definitely not trending. We were discussing in the meeting how if we add the VWAP to the chart, with this market ranging the way it is, very choppy. Once we get a bit oversold, price reverts back to the 50 or overbought, which would a good trigger for that is a signal A, but you'd have to disregard that 50 filter and go for a counter trend trade um, in this type of trading environment. Let me see where the VWAP is. Give me just a second. Here it is. VWAP. Let's make it something we could see. We'll make it gold. Once price gets 150 ticks away from the VWAP, it wants to revert back. Large institutions are always trying to push price right back to that VWAP. So on our 20 Unirenko, it's just a sideways market. When I see the 50 turning red, yellow, and green, red, yellow, and green, there's no clear direction. There's the bell. Let's get ready to rumble. On my trade copier, I've got 3 bots that I'm using as my leader account. I'm looking at the power play, I'm looking at the ES on the 8 Unorenko, the leapfrog, and I'm looking at my Mac truck. Let's look for a break of support here. My 20U has this other line of support below it. So I'm going to just sit on my hands here. Really good volume at the open. Boy, it's tempting to jump in this baby short. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it would help if I was on the power play, right? Actually, in the trade. Come on. Come on down. Breakthrough. Come on down. Get my window. Nice. Come on down. Come on down. Keep running. Nice. We're in that leapfrog situation here. Keep on running. All right. Got a one and done for 600 across all 3 PA accounts. Caught that nice move to the downside. We were due for one, let me tell you. Jumped in on the power play. Now what I'm going to do is I have an ETP trade copier. Just a recap, I did get in on that power play short across 3 PA accounts and caught $585. It just wicked me out, or I'd still be in it. This wick right here, it looks like it just caught me. Can't really figure out the exit. It must have wicked me out. That's all I can say. But anyway, 585, I'll take it. I'm very happy. 585 times 3 is 1,755. Power plays right back in short. I'm not going to turn a winning day into a losing day. I'm going to step aside. But what I am going to do is I'm going to trade my right line funding accounts using my ETP trade copier. ETP. This is a platformless trade copier. If anyone has right line funding accounts, right line funding is our prop firm. This is a great tool that provides you a pathway to use NinjaTrader 8 to trade off of NinjaTrader. So let's make this active. Let's go to our accounts. And we're going to toggle this switch. We're going to save this, toggle this. And now the next entry that power play bot takes, it's going to be copied to my right line funding accounts. NinjaTrader kind of acts as a bridge and connects all 3 of them. It connects the ETP trade copier as my bridge, and it connects my right line funding and NinjaTrader 8 on these connections. I also have my Apex connected. Getting a big move to the downside here. You can see our leaderboard. Let's see if we can get a break of this pivot. We get a break. We got some running room still to the downside. This is the type of trading environment that we love as day traders. Yesterday's is the type of environment we hate. This is much more conducive to day trading when we have a market that's trending like this, very volatile even. But one directional is my favorite. Here we go. It's going to retest support. We got a lot of selling pressure here. My 20 Unirenko is pinned. Momentum is pinned. We are a bit oversold on the move. Could make a retracement, but let's see what happens. If we break through this area of support, we've got some running room. Okay, we're getting a retracement. Something is amiss on my ETP. I could see it. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Gambit. Hope you guys got that short move. Anybody get that short move down at the open? Here we go. Here's a short roll, a signal A. We were just talking about the signal A. Great job, Mark. Well, yeah, you saw price action on that one just take off at the open. Here's 932. When I saw it was 932, I enabled it, and that's the entry that we took. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. We got the one-day pass scored on the NQ30 range. Steven on the 8 Unirenko. Steven loves the volatility. The 3 PA accounts, our 30 range velocity drone is currently in a trade. Mac Truck, Haymaker. Here we go. Another short roll it's going for. Let's put our target right above support. We always want to give price a clear shot to our profit target. Not a great entry. You see on my 20U, momentum headed up. On our higher time frame, momentum is still retracing back to the 50. On the power play, once the 20 Unirenko breaks the 50, then we start looking for long entries. Okay, let me see if I can get this fixed. Let me turn it off. I think what I'm going to do is restart my trade copier. Excuse me for just a minute. Very common problem with the ETP, if anyone's using it, is under your tools, always make sure it's connected. Always make sure that ETP trade copier is connected. I'm going to relaunch it without sharing my credentials to the world. Okay, we just took off long. I'm a little early. I always like to see 3/4 of that candle body break through the 50. But look what happened. Once price gets a bit too far oversold, it always wants to revert back to the mean, back to the 50 or back to the VWAP. Um, those are the entries that we're looking for, a counter trend. Potentially, we're testing it right now. It's difficult to call tops and bottoms, but we think we have a little bit of a formula that's going to help. Nothing is 100% accurate, though. Antonio, I'm reconnecting my ETP. Are you referring to my ETP trade copier, or are you referring to the affordable indicators? This one? This one I've turned off. I hit my profit goal on my Apex PA accounts, and I've turned it off, and I'm done for the day on those accounts. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to my ETP trade copier, and I have my power play with my ETP accounts. I'm going to make it active, and I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to go to my accounts. I'm going to fold up the unassigned accounts, and now I have selected my 3 right line funding accounts. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to enable it by flipping this lever. Oh, affordable indicators. Sorry. No, affordable indicators, I'm done for the day, Antonio. We made back what we lost yesterday. So we're break even for the week. What about your ATM pin? Not sure what you mean by that, Antonio. Boy, look at this beautiful move again to the downside. Let's see if we break through support again. Our Mack truck is in there. Boy, I tell you, I wanted to trade that one. I was thinking about it all morning. I was like, man, should I just trade that Mack truck? And there it is again, with the potential to hit a home run. Here we go. Watch the break. It gets through this last line of defense on that 20U. It's got some real running room. The Mack truck has been absolutely phenomenal. The 20U Mack truck on my computer, I'm going to show you the numbers. Does not get caught up in this whipsaw. Need this break. Gotcha, Antonio. Look at this. Look at this Mack truck. It's going to go all the way. We just locked in another leg of profits, and this thing is off to the races. I'm wondering if the leapfrog is on it. Now it's either 500 or 1,000 on the Mack truck. 500 or 1,000. Power plays in, and my ETP is working. So now I'm copying this trade that's on my power play across all my right line funding accounts. Gerald, good morning. Nice. Great job, Gerald. Gerald. Come on, push down. Let's go. Very common question that we get is, can you trade right line funding accounts on Ninja? Although we cannot establish a direct connection with Ninja, we can use the ETP trade copier as a solution. It acts as a bridge. We can connect our right line funding account and NinjaTrader 8 to this ETP trade copier. Then we could trade our bots right off of Ninja using these bots. We can trade our right line funding accounts right off of this ETP trade copier. Now, is ETP a perfect tool? No. A perfect tool doesn't exist. It has its little glitches. It's not perfect. It has its little nuances, just like any other tool. But it does give you the ability to trade those right line funding accounts on NinjaTrader using NinjaTrader strategies or your NinjaTrader workspaces, whatever you have running on Ninja, you can connect it via the ETP trade copier. We'll leave this here for now. Look at the Mack truck. The Mack truck is up $1,400. Very common question is, how do we decide which bot to trade? All of our decisions are data-based. Hold on just a second. My doctor's office is calling. Okay, sorry about that. So I wanted to show you what this Mack truck is doing. Why I'm so excited. So the decisions that we make are data-driven decisions. Out of the box, the AI Auto Trader comes with a separate SIM account for each one of your bots and drones. We have a special tool that creates them for you. That gives us the ability to leverage the trade performance in NinjaTrader. We could filter it. This little golf tee, it looks like, is the filter. When we click that, all of the accounts that have taken a trade between August 11th and August 19th will show up on the left. And then I can individually see, if I go to my summary, I can individually see how each one has been trading, what the P&L is. So with our new ChatGPT integration, this is all going to be connected. Your trade performance, your NinjaTrader 8, ChatGPT, and several AI agents that have specific tasks that they're going to do automatically. We're under 2 weeks away to releasing it to our members. So let's look at the Mack truck. The Mack truck drone from August 11th to August 19th, trading one contract is up $5,665. And I knew that coming into this morning. You think I'm crazy still trading the power play. But I've been called worse. The Mack truck continued its winning streak. Is it guaranteed it's going to continue its winning streak? No. Nothing in trading is guaranteed. I'm never going to make that claim. But I like our chances when it's running hot. I like our chances. Would I rather trade this one than that's down 5,600? You'd be crazy not to, right? This one happens to like this trading environment, and it's doing very well. So that would come to the top of my list as to which one to trade. Now, once the ChatGPT agent is released to you, it's going to suggest this to you. Now, you could choose to do it, click to have it, make the adjustments automatically. It's going to recognize the P&L of your hottest bots, and it's going to tell you immediately. You can, once you begin to build trust with it, because I always recommend let it build trust, let it earn your trust. Run it in Sim. And then once it's earned your trust, you can automate it to where it'll do it automatically. And it's all database decisions. So that's what I wanted to show you on the Mack truck. I always like to say, well, when did it do it, right? So if we go to the half hour of the day, it loves the market open between 9:30 and 10. Look, it's up just under $4,000 between 9:30 and 10. Today was no different. Before 10 o'clock, it's up $1,400. It might take it, if we get another short roll, it might jump right back in and go short. Now I got you, Antonio. I didn't catch that at first. That's pretty good. Um, Good morning, Gerald. The ES4U is in. Here's the ESPA account. Took a long. It broke through the VWAP. We got a lot of stop outs with price between the VWAP and the 50. The 50 is acting as resistance. Uh, so let's take our data. I'm going to put this to trades, and I'm going to select from 8/11 to today. The last 8 days, about five or six trading sessions, and I'm going to export this data. And I don't have the closed loop system on my computer yet, but I'm going to have it very shortly. So I'm going to add this manually, my data from Ninja from August 11th to the 19th. Um, and I'm just going to tell it this is an agent that has very specific instructions. So this particular agent, I'm going to tell it for August 11th through August 19th to follow its instructions. And what it'll do is it's going to analyze this data very quickly, and it's going to tell us which bots are performing the best. It'll tell me which AI auto trader bots, which iBots, and which one-day passes. And then it gives me the AI top 5. And number 1 is the NQ Mack Truck drone on 49 trades. Ranked number 2, and it'll have the P&L over here. It's up 5,600. Number 2 is the RJ. On just 7 trades, it's up 1,625. So there's a real big disparity between first and second. It's not even close. On the iBot size, on the iBots, number 1 is the iBot on the NASDAQ 20U, the NASDAQ 30 range, all the way down to number 5. And for the one-day passes, currently the one that's the hottest is the NASDAQ on the 30 range. It's got a 46% win rate. See if we get this short roll. I do have this trade on my right line funding accounts. I'm break even on these accounts so far for the day. The market is back to choppy. On my 30 range, I'm above my 50. On my 20U, I'm below my 50. I don't have a multi-time frame alignment of trend. This is where we get chopped to pieces. On my higher time frame, I'm set up for a short. On my 30 range, I'm set up for a long, and that spells trouble. A good practice when you see that is to disable your copier. Don't take a live trade. There's more risk. I'm glad we got in when we did early because now things have settled down, died down. ES20 range bot. I bought ES20 range. Taking a leg up. Here we go. Beautiful entry. Look at that entry it took. It's looking at a 20 range. So the data series that this strategy is looking at, if I right click my chart, go to data series, we can very quickly change it to a 20 range. And that's what the strategy is looking at. Here we go. We're starting to get a leg up. Now our 20U just broke through the 50. There it goes. Had a feeling that was coming. Let's see if we get some follow through to the upside. It's pushing up nicely. We got it on our right line funding accounts. Needed to get in our profit window. No, they're calculated differently, Mark. They're both calculated in ticks. However, the 20 Unorenco has three metrics to it. The Unorenco, it has the tick trend, the open offset, and a tick reversal. It's a much bigger bar than 20 ticks. From top to bottom, a 20, 60, 100 is 121 ticks. From wick to reversal, from top to bottom. The tip of the wick to the reversal is 120 ticks. We got hung up here on this push to the upside. What I like to do at this point is I like to put my profit target right at resistance. So this way it will trigger my profit. It'll trigger my profit window and my leapfrog. So now I'm locked in to get at least a nominal gain on the trade with the potential of it breaking through resistance. I always want my profit target to have a clear line. If not, I'm going to move it and let it lock in the profit and then give it a shot to break through. I hate being up $200 or $300 on a trade and then having it come back and stop me out. It's painful. I'm hoping this pushes through. Gives us a nice runner. If it breaks through, you're going to see my leapfrog. Go ahead. Pop through. There we go. Just leapfrogged again. It's fighting to get through. Didn't make it. I'm down $100 now on my right line funding account. I pulled in a nice winner on that trade. The range bar requires 20 ticks. A 20 range bar would require 20 ticks to form a new bar. Where a Unorenko bar, if you go to the data series, you'll see for a reversal, it's 100 ticks. It's much bigger than a 20 range bar. So a 20 range would be your shorter time frame. Look at that smart velocity. The only difference, it's interesting to know, I think, the only difference between the smart velocity, really in our power play, it takes all the same triggers, it has the same data series. The main difference is number one, not only it doesn't require the alignment of trend on the 20 Unorenko, and the ATM. The ATM gives it more room. If you're going to trade the smart velocity, it has a 100 tick stop. If you're trading a smaller account, you don't want to risk, you may not want to risk $500 on an entry. So with this strategy, you might want to trade it on the micros. With a 100 tick stop, you could trade 2 micros and a full loser would be $100. 4 micros, your risk would be $200. But I think that's one of the reasons why our Mack truck is having success, because the stop is a lot more liberal, gives it a lot more room. That ES4U still in the trade. Now tomorrow, Charles is going to do our live onboarding and training. If you're new to the AI system, highly recommend in Discord tomorrow at 12 noon. Charles does a wonderful job. Here's a beautiful trade we're in on the E-mini on this 4 Unorenko. what I'm saying, remember, Gerald, we were looking at the Mack truck saying how, wow, it's made almost 6 grand in the last week or so. But it's important to know the ATM. I always like to know how much am I risking on each trade. I don't want to get into a trade, right, that has too much risk. It'll be a little too painful. I have a risk tolerance, and I know where my limits are. So I'm going to pull up the NQ Mac truck, and let's just take a little look at the trade management because I think it's important. The trade management on the Mac truck. First, let's load that template because the numbers look great, and you don't want to load it up and get into something that you take a loser and you're sick all day. So the trade management on the Mac truck, it's important to know you're risking 100 ticks. You're risking 100 ticks. If you don't want to take a $500 risk on the trade, you can always go to the MNQ on this, and you could change this one, and depending what your risk tolerance is, if I risk 4 micros, it would be $2 a tick, right? 50 cents. 50 cents per contract, per tick. So $2 a tick times 100, I'd be risking $200 on a full loser on that Mac truck trading 4 micros. That's a little more, in my ballpark. I mean, I love that leapfrog. I don't see a problem with, adding that to the mix. Once I get in my profit target window, it's 50 ticks. What that means is my profit goal is 200 on the trade. That's my target. However, if it goes 150 and you're 50 ticks away from the 200, so prices are now at plus 150, my stop is going to go to plus 100, right? It's going to lock in $500 or 100 ticks if I'm trading the mini. And what it's going to do, it's going to set my leapfrog off, and it's going to continue to lock in and mature with that bracket with my stop and my profit target maturing with the trade. And the only way out of it at that point is to either close the trade or to get stopped out. Close the trade and take profits at any time by hitting close on your chart trader. Or you could drag your stop up. Now, what this is here is important to know. This Smart Stop 3, what that is the threshold of 70. What that means is if the trade matures 70 ticks in the direction of my profit target, it's a favorable excursion of 70 ticks. What happens at that point is your stop is going to automatically attach to your 15 EMA. You see, if I hover my mouse there, it says enable this option, automatically close the trade when the modified fast line color changes. Color changes. What does that mean? You see on the left side of my chart, there's a rectangle, a green rectangle. That's the color of my modified fast. What the heck is my modified fast? That's my 15 EMA. It's this dotted green line. So once the trade matures 70 ticks towards my profit target, my stop is going to automatically attach to my 15 EMA. At that point, it becomes a momentum-based trailing stop. When momentum wanes and that 15 EMA changes colors, it's going to exit the trade and it's going to close out and take profits without giving back 70 ticks. So that's what that Smart Stop 3 is. So we have a number of clever ways to manage these trades with our built-in ATM trade management strategy. It's built directly into the strategy itself. Renee, good morning, Renee. Let's get together, Renee. Good morning. Always nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Renee's a military vet, an RN. She wears many hats. Great woman. Now, coming up right behind me is Mr. David Wise. David is our options trader. He's going to be trading the SPY Super System. We released a recording that he did yesterday of a breakdown of those indicators along with his methodology. His core methodology is looking at that 5-minute and that daily. It's a multi-time frame alignment of trend, very similar to what we're doing here. We missed you, Renee. It's good to see you again. We have to. I have to. We have to ask. We have to ask the boss, Rao. That's why I always say, hey, please like my videos here on YouTube. And we get enough requests and enough people that are enjoying these live streams, then absolutely, I think he'd be a lot more receptive. It looks like we're in another trade on the power play. Let's take a look. Yes, we are. Let's see where our 20U. Oh, it's a nice entry. This trade came down and then it reversed. Just a heartbreaker. It looked like it was headed straight for the profit target and there was no follow through. Our timing was good this morning. We got a really nice entry. Come on, let's get a push to the downside. We have module, if you're lost, if you feel like you're lost, we have module 1 and 2. I recommend starting there. Mark asked me to do a number 3 because since we recorded number 2, there's been a lot of additions. And I saw Mr. Higgins, who was the author of our user's guide, did a great job too. He's just a great guy. Um, there's a few features that he mentioned that aren't in his user's manual, so we need to do a masterclass module 3. What a painful trade to lose, I'll tell you. This one came down, a beautiful entry, came all the way down to this wick. Now our smart velocity that's on our leaderboard is also in the trade. but it's in long. Is that amazing? Two strategies on the same exact data series got in on two opposite directions, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's in long. Where are they? Good question. Let me show you. In our Discord chat group, if you go to the training videos, and scroll up until you get right here from October 4th of 2023. You'll see them in our training videos channel, module 1 and 2. They were done in 23, the end of 2023. Start here, Renee, 1 and 2. And by the time you're done, we'll be on number 3. Let's do our drawing. We have a sister company, our funding arm of Right Line Trading. It's called Right Line Funding, and the URL is rightlinefunding.com. This is the prop firm that we have, that I'm using this ETP trade copier to connect with Ninja. Okay, this is what I'm referring to. When I showed this trade copier, the accounts that we have on our prop firm, Right Line Funding, can be traded using Ninja via the ETP trade copier. Look at this. This trade is coming back from the dead. Let's see if it gets in our profit window. And what we do each day, on Monday we draw 1 name, Tuesday 2 names, Wednesday 3 names, and so on, ending on Friday with 5 names. And if your name gets pulled, we send you a coupon code that gives you the ability to get a Profit King Challenge account for $1. A $1 prop account for our Profit King Challenge. And in order to be in the drawing, all you'll need to do is register on our Discord chat group. And you'll register on our website on Right Line Funding, and you'll be in the drawing. And we want to give you an account for just $1. Come on, let's take a leg down on this trade. Now, if it gets to 300 on my P&L, it's the stop attaches to my 15. It went to about 265. It just missed it. 285, 290. Okay, I saw it, 300. So now if it comes back and reverses, the stop is attached to my 15 EMA now. Now, if we get in the profit window, some really fun things happen. There it goes. Now my stop locked in some really nice profits. And now I'm in a leapfrog situation where this trade can continue to mature, locking in profits along the way. And we call this the leapfrog. I'd stop this out before it could leapfrog again. But it did get my ETP accounts in the green. And I'm right back in again. And there goes the Mack truck. The Mack truck is back. I'm feeling really good now about this 30 range entry. This Mack truck is the bot I've been talking about all morning. Let's go. See if we can get some follow through now the downside. We got a clear shot to our profit target. Excuse me. Now let's put our profit target right above resistance. Let's give it a clear shot. I should have done it here too. Yeah, okay, there it goes. Let's give it a clear shot. All right, I messed up the leapfrog on that, but that's okay. Very quickly, I've got my accounts on the trade copier here at $780. Copying with this ETP. These are my right line funding accounts. And it's back in again. Mack truck is up $2,200. And the system is starting to lock in on this move to the downside. Partha, John H., you were selected. Congratulations. We're going to post it in the Discord chat. I'm also going to put a link in the chat box here if you'd like to become a member of our Discord for Right Line Funding and get into our daily drawings. We give away close to $2,000, well, over 2,000, I think it's, about $2,000 bi-weekly in cash prizes. Get in on it. Here we go. Let the good times roll. Our prop trading extraordinaire, Mr. David Kushner, is going to be doing a live presentation today. I'm going to put a link. I'm going to put his link. Today at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, David Kushner is going to be doing a really great presentation on our money flow tracker system. That's the system he uses on a discretionary basis with tremendous success. He's been trading these same prop accounts for years now with really great consistency. He's going to explain, he's going to reveal how he does it at 4:30. If you'd like to join us, if you'd like to join the live event, please register using that link I put in the chat. If you can't make it live, register anyway, because we are going to send you a recording. Now, if you would like to be in the daily drawing, join our Discord server, create an account on our website. Just let us know who you are, and you'll be in on the daily drawing. And what is the daily drawing for? I think that's the next question that always comes to mind, right? What am I in the drawing for? What you're in the drawing for is Right Line Trading. Our sister company, our funding arm, is called Right Line Funding. Right Line Funding. Mark Miller opened a beautiful prop firm called Right Line Funding. And we have a couple of different accounts that you can choose from. We have the evaluation accounts, 50,000 or 150,000 that start as low as $29. Or if you don't want to go through the blood, sweat, and tears of an evaluation, you can go to the straight to sim funded. Straight to sim funded within 8 days, adhering to a couple of rules, you'll be able to get a payout. No eval. Prices start for the straight to sim funded at $299. Our giveaway that we do each day is for our Profit King Challenge. We give over $2,000 in payouts every 2 weeks. In fact, the next payday is this Friday. It's not too late to get in. Get in now. All you need are 3 trading days to qualify. You pay the $49 entry fee. It's a very nominal fee. Unless you win the drawing, then it's $1. And you trade for 3 trading days, a $2,000 account. It's an intraday trailing threshold. Make $3,000 to qualify, and you're going to get a beautiful cash prize. Normally, first place takes home all the bacon. Second place, normally you get the cutlery set. With this contest here, if you come in 10th, you're going to bring home some money. First through 10th, all cash prizes. Yes, Renee. It reminds me of when we used to play poker and people say, well, I really don't know how to play poker. Well, those are the people you want to play, right? And you encourage them, oh, no, come on in. Why don't you buy $200-300 in chips and we'll teach you how to play. No, it would be a good idea to know what you're doing before you put your money at risk. Okay, we're back in. Let's see if we can get this to roll one more time for us. So payday is this coming Friday. Wouldn't it be nice on Friday to get $1,000 or an extra $500 check? Well, it's just a click away. Let's log in and let's go to our leaderboard. Now we have Tejas has been there. He's sitting there waiting for somebody to challenge him. He's got first and second wrapped up in a knot here. There's my power play coming down into my profit window. Now it just leapfrogged. It's in my window. And now we're anticipating the break of support. There it goes. Now, if it comes back on us, we're still going to have a really nice winning trade. It's just going to continue to lock in profits. A beautiful trade. So we have Tejas in first and second. Robert. Robert's a great guy. Robert is our member who introduced the 30 range star. He's in third place. And Toby's in fourth. Great job, Toby. He's at 760. So these guys need to bring this up to 3,000 before Friday without blowing it out. It's a $2,000 trailing threshold. I don't count. So I'm not in fifth or sixth. I'm just demonstrating um, using my ETP copier. I've been getting a ton of emails, people that want to trade Ninja Trader using their right line funding accounts. We are in a kind of a holding pattern with Ninja Trader's new ownership to make a direct connection. So while that is taking place, we do have a path forward for a pretty nominal fee. It's about $150. I think Charles has a coupon code. If you send us an email, we'll give you a coupon code to this trade copier. We're not saying we're not saying that this is an ironclad trade copier without any hitches. There's no perfect tool. It takes a little getting used to whenever you add something new to your workspace. But it does provide a solution to trade right line funding accounts using Ninja Trader. All right. Hey, look what's back in the Mack truck. Mack truck is back, and it's got a clear view. Oh, look at that! It hit it hit the daily session limit. I got my limit at 2,500. After it must be commissions, but it closed on my P&L. My profit limit target was reached. What that means is inside of our strategy parameters, you could set a daily profit goal. And once you hit it, the strategy will immediately lock in those profits and stop trading. That's what happened here. NQ Smart Velocity Drone is back in. This is another one that's red hot today. Steven is up 1,700. Listen, one thing I could say about this leaderboard, it stayed the same pretty much throughout the whole session. The ones that were doing the best continued to grow. I remember starting off talking about these three bots right here. The 20U Mack truck, the Steven drone, and the 30 range Smart Velocity. This is where my Mack truck is at now, 6,600. $6,600 between the 11th and the 19th. It's on a really hot. It's on a extreme hot streak. And we're going to do a weekly review on Friday. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Please don't forget to like my video on the way out the door. How we ended up today, let me show my leaderboard. These were the bots that performed the best on my computer. There can be a disparity between my computer and yours. There's a number of factors that weigh in. Did really well across the prop accounts today. We were due for a good day. On the PA Apex, up 1750 across three accounts. And on the right line funding, we were up 780 across three. All on the power play, all on that power play bot. And it's right back in again. Last trade, everybody. We wanted to get in our profit window. I'm going to ask, Rao. I'm going to ask if we had some more requests. We could probably get it to happen. While we're letting this play out, I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. Don't forget, David Kushner's going live at 4:30. I always like listening to successful people. You could always pick something up in those sessions. Come on, push a little lower. Get us in that window. Let's let the good times roll. Come on. Let's leapfrog it. There we go. Now let the good times roll. Just need a little wiggle room. There we go. Bingo. And away she goes. All right. Here comes the leapfrog. Nice. Nice way to end the session. We're starting to get some traction on these bots with this sell-off that's going on. You could see, I mean, if we had the ability to put up profits like this on a discretionary basis, wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? We're right back in. If you would, please like my video on the way out the door. It always gets new eyes on our products and services. I always refer to it as my job security. If you don't like my video, I could be discontinued. Please don't discontinue me. The more likes and the more comments I get, and I know we had to temporarily disable our chat for new members. We're going to turn it on soon. We're almost done leaving it off. We have a cyber stalker. Believe it or not. Thank you, Renee. Okay, you see what happened is when the 15 EMA changed colors there, it immediately exited that trade to prevent it from potentially reversing. And we got an exit on a line change, and we didn't come back and take a full loser. But that's how we ended for the day, everybody. You could see on my computer there we had a beautiful day, a lot of opportunities as to which bot to trade. Is this the holy grail? Are all my bots winning? No. If I scroll to the bottom, I have some bots that are losing. It's important to know that. Our methodology is to stay with the winners, stay away from the losers. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Let me read your question. Sir Weiss, sometime we get order error from broker. Hey, Rodney. Hey, Rouse, send me the error message that you're receiving in Discord, and I'll have Sergio or Charles take a look at it. It depends what the error is. Sometimes prices just move beyond where we're trying to get a fill. But I'm guessing. That's a guess. Without seeing the error message, I don't know. Order modification. The only reason I can think of for it to do an order modification is if prices was not filled at where your order was, and they have to modify the fill price. But if you send me a screenshot in Discord of the exact error message, I don't want to give you bad information. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Have a blessed rest of your day. Don't forget, David Wise is coming up right behind me. Great day trading today. I hope you guys were as successful as I was. And we'll be back tomorrow. Let's do it again. Tomorrow's hump day. Have a great Tuesday. Here comes another one down the chute here. Let's bring our profit target right above support. Let's get our profit window in play. And then we could take a little breath. We could take a deep breath and hope like heck that it breaks through support. Push down a little further. Now, hope like heck it gets through support. We got a little bit of a winner here. No risk on the trade. And now we have a potential for a really big one, a home run. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Push down. Here we go. Don't come back. We broke that pivot. Now go. We got 3/4 of the candle body. Ah. All right. Hey, the power play came all the way back to 3:30. Great day trading. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. So long.